Welcome back, everyone. Len Archibald with us today, movie critic. He is looking at the movie Uncharted. Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, a lot of beef, a lot of testosterone in this movie, I noticed. You know, I watched the trailer, and sometimes I have to put aside, like, it looks like a very fun movie. Maybe do I just forget about if it has any flaws? Did you find it fun? Was it a good experience?
I mean, it was a fun movie. I'll say that much. You know, these movies are obviously, or this movie is obviously based on the Uncharted games. I've played Uncharted, you know, a few times, or at least, you know, the first one. It's aged a little bit. The rest of them are actually really, really good. But this follows the exploits of Nathan Drake, played by Tom Holland, who is a wannabe explorer, adventurer / con artist, and he meets up with Sully, played by Mark Wahlberg, who knows his brother, and they went exploring and trying to find a certain treasure, and Nathan Drake gets wrapped up into it. Now I'm just gonna get into full disclosure. Obviously, for anyone that knows the Uncharted games, yeah, the casting on this movie is a little weird. Because Nathan Drake, the character of Nathan Drake, is actually based on the actor Nathan Fillion. So you would think this would be Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake, but that's not the case. Even though a short film of Uncharted with Nathan Fillion was made, and it was great. But the studio or Sony decided to go way younger with Tom Holland, who's charming. I mean, he's riding off the insane success of No Way Home, which I think is the third biggest movie of all time now. Something insane. And Mark Wahlberg, who has his moments. I'll say that.
You know, it's funny because a lot of these games, there hasn't been too many movies based off of video games, but a lot of times you find that they just kind of use it only in name only. They lightly sprinkle a little bit from the game, and that's about it, just to get you to go watch a movie. Was this true to the game, or was it just kind of name only?
Yeah, so this is definitely a movie that tried to take elements of the video game. I think if anyone has seen a lot of the trailers, you know, there's the scene where Tom Holland is kind of floating or flying in the air with a bunch of packages from an airplane. That's actually something straight from the game, along with a few other items and puzzles and some other characters. But you know, for the most part, this feels almost more like a 2-hour episode of Young Indiana Jones. I don't know. I think I just aged myself.
I got, you know, but I did get that sense that it had this kind of adventurous, swashbuckling kind of thing. You know, it's funny, if you ever want to get spoilers on a Tom Holland movie, the best place to go is Tom Holland.
Yeah, I was going to say, just listen to Tom Holland.
Right, you just
he's the guy.
Go straight to Tom Holland.
But you know what? Tom Holland he's a charming guy, man. He is in that pocket Leonardo DiCaprio was in after Titanic. Right now, I think he's pretty much untouchable. I think he's going to be, you know, I mean, he's obviously an A-lister, but I think, crazy enough, I think his star's only rising. And I think the proof is actually in the success of Uncharted, because normally most video game adaptations bomb. They fail really hard. We just had Mortal Kombat last year, which was not really great outside of the very first scene, or pretty much anything that had to do with a Scorpion and Sub-Zero. So the fact that Uncharted has done well is a credit to Tom Holland's star power.
Yeah, making a lot of money. How many Lennies do you give this one?
3. It was, like I said, it was fun. I mean, you know, you catch it on if you want to catch it on the big screen, catch it as a matinee. Other than that, if you have a decent sized TV, watch it, wait for it when it gets to streaming.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Len. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
You bet. Nice chatting with you. We'll be back right after this.